Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On Point in West Point. My name is Reki, and this is Emily. We are on day 4, episode 15, and I have gotten her carpentry skill up to 4, which is now good enough to reface these walls that we have out here. And we've run out of wood, so we're going to have to chop more wood. So it's a good time to get back here and clear line of sight between Twiggy's and the gun shop. Open up this whole area behind us. Now, it may seem like reinventing the wheel to do the wall and then do the wall again and then do the wall and do the wall again. But the reason I do it this way is because it gets constant carpentry experience for you. And it's the easiest way to get constant carpentry experience. You could stand in an area and, build mortar and pestles all day if that was what you really wanted to do. But you're not going to get a whole lot of experience for doing those things, and then you're going to be standing around bored. And this is a fairly quick way of doing it, and we're trying to get the character level up as quickly as possible. I don't know if you guys were paying attention in the last episode, but we have the emergency broadcast system on one of our radios in the tavern, and they mentioned that there was a period of poor weather starting tomorrow. Well, it would be great if we could have the water reclamation system up before we go to bed tonight, simply so that the rain tomorrow is not wasted. It actually goes into barrels. Unfortunately, though, your carpentry needs to be level 7 in order to be able to make rain barrels. So the plan at the moment, I don't think we'll make level 7 before tomorrow, but we can certainly give it a reasonable go. So the plan right now is to chop more wood. Then once we get all of the wood gathered, I'm going to take her inside and I'm going to sit her down and have her read carpentry level 3, because she's heading into carpentry levels 5 and 6, and every skill book is good for 2 levels. So carpentry book 1 is good for levels 1 and 2, carpentry book 2 is good for levels 2 and 3, and carpentry book 3 is good for levels 4 and 5, and so that's the book she's on, and that will help her get her next level more quickly. And then after that, we're going to need to pick up book 4. And book 4 is... I don't think there was a copy of book 4 at the bookstore. So we might have to either skip it and grind the slow way, or we might have to go hunting around town for it. And that's going to be dependent on how much we can get done before the rain starts tomorrow. Now, if it rain starts and we are not at a level to actually put the rain barrels together yet, or even get the stairs up, then it doesn't matter if we take the time to run around town. As a matter of fact, looting is probably one of your better options during a rainy day anyhow, so... Okay, we'll get these last couple of ones right here, and then we will call it done. Now, the next thing you can do at this point is you can saw the logs in place and then run around and pick them up, and that's kind of, I don't know, annoying. Although, it's not a bad option if, like me, you have a crummy backpack and you don't have a lot of weight capacity. But it's going to be your own personal preference. I prefer to gather everything together and then saw them all in one place so I don't have to move around while sawing. And so that's what we're going to do. unfortunately, gathering them in this vehicle is not much of a help because this vehicle does not have enough capacity. And I'm pretty sure that the van that we have out there is also not available to us. I think that, oh boy, this axe is already starting to wear down a lot. I think that the only way we can get that van to be useful is to hotwire it, and we're not at that point yet. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs, and we're going to sit her down and have her read Carpentry Book 3 so she gets a bonus. Because she will get she'll get carpentry experience for sawing these logs. And I don't want to waste it. And she'll get carpentry experience for refacing everything. And I certainly don't want to waste that. So where is that Carpentry Volume 3? There it is. And we're just going to sit here. Even though we don't have a radio or a TV on, we'll turn this radio on temporarily while we sit here, because that will help prevent her from being bored for a bit. And it'll also rest her up because she's tired. Let's see if we can get another radio channel. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, that's okay. We'll just read her for a bit. For some reason, in the solo game, time passes more slowly when you're on fast forward than in the multiplayer when you sleep. I kind of expected it to be the same ratio, but it isn't. And maybe that has to do with how many days I have, each day, the equivalent of 3 hours. Maybe the day length affects the speed of your fast forward. I'm not entirely sure. But we should be on time for the 6 p.m. broadcast, which is one of the reasons I'm sitting here. As you can see, she's already tired, but at least she doesn't have the lungs with the exhausted. And there we go. So that's the radio. Is the TV? The TV's not on. Let's get the TV on. That is the emergency broadcast from the radio downstairs. Alright, and we will read while watching The Magical Woodland. Alright, and let's put on Triple N. And as you can see, she's actually leaning forward now to change the channel, whereas she wasn't earlier, so I don't know what the difference is. Sometimes they'll actually get up and go over to it, too, and that can be extremely helpful, but she's not doing that either. Hopefully it's not just ads and we didn't miss the TV show that's on. Nope, TV shows come up. Exposure Survival. Excellent. That'll get her some foraging experience at least. Alright. Let's go back to Turbo. Looks like we missed the broadcast on Turbo. Oh, maybe not. And we already watched Pause, so we're good. Alright, so it is now 7:30 p.m. and she's still not done reading this book, unfortunately. And that also means that the odds of us getting out there and getting her another 2 levels before the rain comes is unlikely. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue reading her, and I'm going to continue on with sorting things in the facility, breaking down some walls, maybe rearranging some things, and I'll speed that up while she's doing it so you guys can watch it if you want. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode, which will be day 5. Take care.
Oh.